and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about makeup trends for spring summer 2019. I know it's a very tricky thing, the trend situation, because to me everything that is on trend is already not trend. Like Karl Lagerfeld said once, trendy is one step next to tacky. So keeping this in mind, I always think, okay, this is trendy, I don't want that. But knowing trend is exactly what will save you from being tacky. Now, how to introduce the trend into the wearable state. What I want to say is that makeup trend, especially because we're talking about makeup here, in the fashionable world, in the fashion world, is very distinct. Like if there is a trend for makeup, what you see on runways is something that you by no means should imitate. But you can take the idea and make it more wearable, more adjustable to our normal life. Now, without further ado, the color of the year that dictated as the association Pantone. This is the association that is famous for its color matching system. And according to them, the color of the year is living coral. Very beautiful, delicate coral. Something like my nails, maybe a little bit more vivid, but you know, around this. I'm going to, probably it's gonna pop out now, the color, exact color that I'm talking about. Now, around this color, there is obviously eyeshadow palettes that we can experiment with. It's not exactly something new because corals always come and go in makeup, but this year is especially a thing. Another trend that was really big on the runway is this sort of a sunburned face. Okay, this is really exaggerated condition. Unless you want to look like a frying pan, you should not imitate exactly that kind of look, but in a subtle way it's possible and you will look really nice, and it's just, let's say, not sunburned, sun-kissed way, but a little bit more vivid. Now it's very easy to achieve and you look fantastically on trend. Another thing that was present on runways is this strobing. Yes, it's still going strong, but in a little bit different way. The strobing that goes up the cheek and up your eyebrow and basically on your forehead. Obviously this is a very garish way if you make it very bright, but in a subtle way with a nice coral shade, you can make it very, like, put it very organically, and you know, if you sheer it out, it can look very nice. And yeah, and metallic lips, they come and go as well, but specifically this year, it's sort of this, everywhere there were this golden lips, which is practically impossible to pull it off in real life unless you are, you know, in a fashionable world. But for a normal person that basically like live a normal life, or you go to the office, or you just simply walk on the street, I mean, this is like, yeah, next to science fiction. So metallic lips will make it in a delicate way and they will look just on trend. Okay, I have to stop saying this because we don't like the word trend. Fashion savvy. Now, this is pretty much it. These are the major points that I wanted to show to you, and let's do it very fast. Now, I have already the foundation. I have the eyeliner that I just made a little bit into my eyelids, eyelashes, and that's it. And I have a mascara on, so we make it very fresh. Now I will use all over my face a little bit of it's a matte Lumière powder, but it's almost like a foundation. I'll make it very sheer all over my face to make it more powdery effect, because later on we are going to use the word escaped me, the bronzer, of course, to make this sun-kissed slash sunburned face. Now I'll make it a little bit more intensifying here. Definitely have to do like this. Now I'm taking my bronzer, which is Bourjois. It's matte blurring, because in summer we have, if you have like a little bit of pores, it's nice to choose something that is pore mattifying, pore blurring. So that's why I like very much this bronzer. A generous amount, and we go right on the cheeks, like literally like you've been sunburned. It can look very flattering. I don't exactly say you have to follow exactly like I say, like, but I'm just like I kind of imitating, yes, the runway trend, but making it more wearable. Here. And if you're sunburned, where you burn, of course you burn on your nose. Pretty burned on the nose. Not too much, obviously. Keep on here. Just for the sake of makeup. Let's put on our neck. Now, okay, many people just use the bronzer this way every day, but for me, bronzer this way is like really bronzy. Now, we are going to take the very nice coral color, putting a little bit like on the apple of the cheeks more, because later we're going to strobe with another blush. Here I just want to give the base, more intense base to the cheeks. Here it is. Now strobing, that we go all over the cheek up to our eyelid. This is by Maybelline actually. It's a very nice sheer, glowy, shimmery sort of a blush. But I use it as a topper, and now I'm going to strobe very lightly with this fan-like brush. Now we'll start from here. Not exactly the apple of the cheeks, but more of a cheekbones. We're going to highlight here and a little bit here. So this is kind of a look we are going for. You see, I do it very light. And another one. Here it is. The eyes. We are going to make nice peachy colored, coral colored eyelids. Now I'm using the palette by Huda Beauty. It's called actually Mauve Obsession, but I have a very nice coral color here that I'll be using. First I want to make a base using this neutral color. Make sure when you use the colors on your eyelids, you have to really prep it by neutral eyeshadows or like a layer of powder, so the color will have a good base to actually reveal itself as a real color and not just a some kind of a smear of a color. Now, choosing this nice coral color, and we're gonna make it very light. Practically, I'm gonna do it on a crease, more to the outward eyelid. The main thing is a nice blending here, because you don't want to have like a smudge of a coral on your eyes. You want to have it in a very nice, sheer, youthful way. Unless you go for a really bright look. But I'm just showing you how to introduce this trend into this regular daily basis makeup. Now, as you can see, very sheer, mostly to the like outer corners. Very sheer, a little bit here. I already smudged a little bit of the brown eye pencil on my lower eyelash to give a little definition, of course, because if you use the color, you definitely need some eyeliner go with this. Otherwise, you practically delete your eyes. Like, unless you are quite olive or dark skinned person, you definitely need some definition to your eyelids. I'd like to put a little bit of a eyelid topper because I like a little bit of a glitter. So I'm going to use this glittery eyeshadows with my finger. Just a little bit. It will intensify. Well, this I will go a little bit more into the corner of the eye. You basically won't see it, but it will intensify a little bit the color precisely on the eyelid. Like on the eyeball eyelid. And into the corners I'm gonna use this shimmer, like almost foil textured glitter, because it looks pretty. And because I was doing now the makeup on the lower eyelashes, I didn't put the mascara before, so I'm gonna do it now. Brown mascara as well, because in my opinion I really think that that warm of a color as coral really looks flattering with a more subtle mascara as brown, or even aubergine color will look nice, like kind of a dark purple will look interesting. I think we should apply a generous amount of mascara. The lips. Let's see. Now the lips. The lips are, well, metallic lips. What can you say about it? It can look flattering and nice on you, but most of the time it doesn't do you any good. Metallic lips are very complicated thing, but we can introduce it into our makeup by making it very subtle, very almost there metallic sheen, but not exactly that metallic, you know, 80s look. Oh my god, I never thought that would come back. Anyhow, there are plenty now metallic lipsticks on the market, especially the Marc Jacobs released a very nice metallic lipsticks in the like animal print packaging. Very tempting to buy one, to use one, but are you going to use it that often? Probably you're going to use it for the next 2-3 months, and that's that. So I thought to look for a more affordable option of a metallic lipstick or a gloss, I chose this one from Essence, which has a very nice metallic payoff, but well, it's called Melted Chrome liquid lipstick, and to me this is the perfect texture to just to pop up on your lip. Now, but I do believe that for a more flattering look, I will use this semi-matte lipstick first, and then I will kind of use it metallic lipstick as a topper, but not exactly the full colored metallic lips. Now I will use a little bit of a liner. This is my all-time favorite Givenchy. It's like the end of it, and the saddest part that probably it's discontinued. I should have prepped my lips better. I feel like they're a little bit, tiny bit dry. By the way, in this pencil, there's already some metallic texture present. It has a little bit of a like a shimmery particles here. I like it for this reason, because it doesn't go like flat matte. Now, just to delineate my the shape of my lips, I'm gonna use the Tom Ford really nice sheer beige, almost sheer, like light beige lipstick. For the base, I do like it so much. It's even a shame to spoil it with a metallic topper on top, but okay, we're following the trend. I really like those beige lips, matte beige lips. They look so cool. Okay, now let's kill it. This is the metallic liquid lipstick. It comes with a very nice wand. Very, very handy. My battery is going. Okay. I almost put it in my eye, literally. Okay, what we do, we just tap lightly on the center of the lip, on the center of the lip. Just don't go everywhere. Unless, of course, you want to. There's no rules. I'm just showing you how I would do it. Like, or for people who don't exactly want to have metallic lips but want to be on trend. There's no way out of this word, so. Like this. We tap. We kind of really tap, and then we'll go with the finger. I'm not sure that it will translate into the camera, but I promise you, if you go out in the street and in daylight, the metallic sheen from your lips will really show, especially against the light of the sun, or just in general in the daylight. So this is my more or less on-trend look that is very easy to integrate into your daily life. For let's see how it looks with the messy hair. Probably more cool. Now, more of a beachy like situation, since we have a sunburned face. Now you can sunburn your face more to have it more fashionable, but I'm just saying, if you are just living a normal life, you're going to the office, or you're just living a regular life, I think this look is pretty subtle, and yet, you know, it shows the trend, it shows the color of the year, it shows the metallic idea of the lips, and yeah, and you can always introduce the coral color by accessorizing yourself the sunglasses, the nails, some jewelry, the scarves, anything. So I hope it was helpful. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.